Happy Monday. I have another full body workout for you. No props this time. There's a lot of inner thighs, some glutes, some arms, abs. So let's get started. We're gonna get started with feet and straps. So I have on a red and a blue spring. If you wanna go heavier, go for 2 reds. Or you go 2 reds, a white, and a blue. Or if you wanna go lighter, go for a red and a white. But I think that might be a little too light. I have my straps hung up. You can bring your headrest all the way up, laying down on your back. Press the carriage out, one foot into the strap, and other foot. Reaching those legs up to the ceiling. We're going to drop them down to a 45-degree angle. Turn the toes out to you're in frog position. Bend the knees in, squeezing those heels together, and exhale, press all the way out, zipping up through those inner thighs, lengthening long through the legs. Exhale as you press out, full extension, slow as you come in. Make sure the heels and the knees are in the same alignment. You don't want those heels coming in towards your bottom. Exhale as you press up, really focus on squeezing those inner thighs. Keep going here, slow and control. Each time you press out, think about pressing those heels together, reaching them long towards the foot bar. We're going to do 5 more here. Exhale, press reach for 4. Really focus on squeezing those inner thighs even as you come in, resisting against the springs. 3. Press out. 2. Last one, bend those legs back in. We're going to bend them in halfway, so now my knees and hips are in the same alignment. We're just going to keep the knees bent in that bent position, pressing it down, and then back up. So your knees are kind of in a diamond shape. The angle of the bend is staying the same. Feet are staying together. Just lower and lift. Only go as low as you can without arching that back. Let's do 5 more. Resist it up. For 4. Last 2. Last 1. And press those legs all the way out straight. I'm going to bring my legs up to the ceiling and then bring them out to like a V position or a straddle. We're just going to draw very small circles with those legs so the legs are not coming together. Very small, stabilizing through the hips. Try to let it flow. So the legs are staying wide the whole time. So there's constant tension in the inner thighs. Keep circling. 5 more in this direction. Reverse directions with that circle. Make it small. Try to let it flow. Five more here. 4. Stabilize that pelvis and hips. 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs wide. Keep that turnout. All you're going to do is squeeze those legs together and then back out. So the carriage will move. You're trying to move on the same plane with those legs. Wide, squeeze, use those inner thighs. Keep that turn out, lead with the heels. So you want to make sure your legs are low enough that you're moving the carriage and that the legs are coming together, but not so low where you're arching the back. Open wide, back to center, lengthening long. We have 5 more. 4, 3. Keep trying to squeeze those heels together. 2. Last one, meet with those feet together. We're going to go into Peter Pan. So my left knee, so my toes are still facing outward. My right knee is going to bend out to the side, external rotation, as my left leg goes out to the side. You're going to press evenly and pull evenly all the way back to center, and then switch. You're going in a little Peter Pan. Left leg is bent out to the side, right leg out to the side. Press and pull. So alternate between the two, bending and straightening. Make sure you stabilize with the hips and pelvis. Don't let one hip come up over the other. You can place your hands on your hip bones to make sure they're not hiking up. So you're trying to press and pull evenly with both legs. Press and reach. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last thing, big circles with those legs. Circling around, let the legs come all the way back together. Using those inner thighs, squeeze. Stabilize the hips and pelvis. Three more in this direction, just warming up the hips and inner thighs. Last one, let's reverse directions with that circle. Lower the legs down, out and around, let it flow. Make sure legs come all the way back to center before you lower. Three more here. And last one. Do a little straddle stretch if you need, or you can do a little butterfly with your feet together. Just stretching out those inner thighs for a second. Bring those legs back together. Let's take one foot out of the strap, other foot. I'm going to drop my straps into the well. Roll on up, and I'm going to put on one single glute spring. We're going to come up to a kneeling position. So I'm going to start facing this way. So my left foot is going to go onto the rails. My toes are pointing towards the back of the reformer. If you don't have a flat part on your rails, you can still do this, or if you're lower to the floor, you could put your foot on the floor in front. We're going to put your foot down, and we're going to move the carriage. So my body weight is in towards the stopper right now. We're going to move the carriage in towards this left leg, and then back out. So most of the work is in this left leg right now, pulling and then releasing. Sitting up tall through that spine, pull in and back. So really use this left leg. You see my torso is moving with this leg, so it's staying pretty much right in line with my right leg as the left leg is going out and pulling in. If this weight feels heavy, you can always go down to a single slow. Two more here, then we're going to add on a little bit. Now you're going to reach those arms out to the side. As you do the same thing, you're just going to rotate towards that left hand and then back as the carriage goes back. So a little spinal twist. Working those obliques a little bit. Still working those inner thighs. Exhale as you pull with that left leg, rotate. Four more here. This last one, you're gonna hold it all the way in. Don't move the carriage, just open and close with the torso. 10, 9, isometrically working those inner thighs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in center. My weight is still over this left leg. Now you're just going to let the right leg go back and pull for 10 and 9. So focus on 8, letting the right leg go out and pull. 7, 6, 5, 4. So my torso is staying still, just the right leg's going out to side. 3, pull. 2, hold it in there. 3, 2, and release. Whew. I'm going to reach my right hand down to the edge of the reformer. You're going to lift up into a little side sweep. So flexing that left foot, we're just going to lift the leg up and down. Like side kicks if you're doing mat Pilates. You're lifting up out of the side, trying to squeeze that left outer glute. Breathe. 5. Pull those abs in. You want one long line between the head, torso, and leg. So little lifts up. 10 more. Squeeze that outer glute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep trying to flex that foot. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up there. We're going to draw circles. I'm going to point my toe for these. 10. Circle up and around. 9. Try to stabilize the hips. 8, 7, 6. Keep circling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse direction with that circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Circle. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it. 5 more seconds. Keep holding. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting on up, I'm just going to put my foot bar all the way down. Still staying on one blue spring. I'm going to reach back and come out of it if you need. And I'm going to grab that handle that was closest to, if you're facing this way, closest to that left hand. So coming back to your hands and knees, facing forward. I'm going to put the strap over my left foot and bring it all the way up to my knee. I'm actually going to take this pillow out and lower my headrest down so it's a little bit easier in this next position. So we're going to a little quadruped position. So I'm going to place my right knee in between the shoulder rests. My hands are on the very edge of the reformer in the quadruped position. You're going to bring that left leg back up behind you so we're in this 90-degree bend. You're going to turn it out to the side. All you're going to do is bring that left knee towards that left shoulder and then back out. Pull it in, squeeze that left oblique, and then back out. So the carriage is moving. If you need a little bit more range of motion, just bring that right knee forward a little bit more. Go slow, squeeze that left glute and left oblique. So if you see, my knee is staying lifted higher than my hips, and I'm thinking about pulling that knee towards my shoulder. We're going to do 10 more here. As you bring that left knee to the left shoulder, you should feel that left oblique squeeze before you release. Last 3. Try to keep that head neutral, looking at the springs. 2. Last one, we're going to hold that left leg out to the side. Hold it. We're going to lower down and lift up for 10. And 9, the carriage might move a little bit. 8, 7, kind of like donkey kicks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out to the side, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and release. I'm going to take that strap off of my left leg, but staying in quadruped position. You can either keep both feet through the shoulder rests, or you can bring one foot out to the side, one foot in between the shoulder rests. My right hand is still on the edge of the reformer. My left hand is straight back behind me. Palm is facing towards the front of the foot bar. You're just going to pull it in for a bicep curl and resist it back. Squeezing that bicep so the elbow staying still. The only thing that is moving is my wrist toward my armpit. Head is neutral, abs are tight. Exhaling as you press. Keep the back flat, abs in. Actively squeeze that bicep and release it slow. We're going to do one more. We're going to add on just for 5. So you're going to bend that elbow, press it straight forward, and then bend it back. So kind of use the momentum because the spring probably is a little bit heavy, and then bend it back. Bend and press. Bicep shoulder press, 5. Let's do 5 more. We can do 5 more. If you can't, just take a little breather. Bicep and press, 4. 3. Resist it back slow so there's no jerking that arm. 2. And last 1. Bend it in. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit, sitting onto my knees. If this is uncomfortable, you can sit cross-legged. Palm is going to be straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to do single arm reaching and bend. If this is too heavy, you can go down to a single white or a single yellow spring. Or if you have 2-pound dumbbells, 3-pound dumbbells, you can do it with a dumbbell as well in the hand if this is too heavy and your machine doesn't go lighter. You're bending and then pressing, reaching the arm long, resisting back. We have 5 more. Press out, reach 4. 3. 2. And 1. We're going to take this left hand up overhead. You're going to stack your right hand on top of the left. Slightly lean forward with the shoulders. You're going to bend those elbows. The hands go back towards the back of your head, all the way up. So it's overhead triceps, but this time we're just using one strap. That left hand is on the bottom, the right hand is on top. Eyes are looking towards that springs. Make sure you're getting the full straightening of those elbows at the top. We have 8 more. 7, slow and control. 6, 5, 4, 3, press 2, and last one, open out. Drop that spring back into the well, and we're going to go over to the other side of those inner thighs. Turn around to the other side. So I'm still on a single loose spring. My left knee and my left shin are up against the shoulder rest. My right foot is on the rail. Toes are pointing towards the back of the machine. My torso and my left knee are in the same alignment. You're using that right leg to pull the carriage in and back. If you need more range of motion, you can move that leg more towards the back of the carriage or back of the machine. So pulling with that right leg, inner thigh, resisting it back. Trying to sit up tall through that torso. So this right leg is doing the motion right now. Two more here, then we're going to add on. Okay, reach those arms out to the side. As you pull the carriage in, rotate. We're going to bring that left hand to the right hand, back out. So pull the carriage in like we were just doing. Rotate just the torso, back out to the side. Pull it in, twist. You're keeping the carriage still in towards that right leg as you twist towards the right, using those obliques. Three more here. Last one. Keeping the carriage still, just open and close that arm, rotating the torso. 2. Try to keep the carriage as still as possible. Use those inner thighs. 4. Exhale, rotate 5. Good. 6. Twist 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. Stay there. Keep the torso over the left leg or right leg and just move the left leg out to the side and pull it in. 10. It's a small motion. 9. Use that left leg to pull now. 8. 7. 6. 5. Left leg goes out and pulls in. 4. 3. Pull 2. Last one. Hold it in there. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Woo. Okay, you're going to reach that left hand towards the edge of the reformer. Lift up that right foot, flex it, just little lifts up, squeeze that outer glute. 2, pull those abs in. 1 long line between the head, torso, and leg. Lift, squeeze. Slow lifts, feel the outer glute. Last 3, squeeze 2, Hold it up there, point that toe, little circle. Stabilize the hips and pelvis, up and around. Two more. Reverse directions with that circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep lifting, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it up there, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Step off to the side. We're gonna come on back and grab that reformer strap. So coming down to your hands and knees, we're gonna go to a quadruped. So sit back first. I'm gonna take the strap, put my right foot through it, all the way up to my knee. Be coming into a quadruped. My left knee and leg are going between the shoulder rests. You're gonna reach that right leg behind you. Make sure the knee is higher than the hip or in line with the hip. Try not to let it go lower. You're gonna bring that right knee to the right shoulder and then back out to the side. So keep that leg lifted, squeezing that right oblique and right glute. Keep those eyes neutral, looking down towards the springs. You're thinking about bringing that right knee towards that right shoulder. Exhale as you pull. Try to hold that squeeze to the right side for a second before you release. Almost there. We have 5 more. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're gonna hold it out to the side. You're gonna lower it down and lift out for 10 little fire hydrants. 9, the carriage may or may not move depending on how you feel. 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, and 2. Last one, hold it on the side, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Whew. Take that strap off of the knee. We're staying in that quadruped position. So you can either bring both knees together in between the shoulder rest, or you can do one foot in between the shoulder rest and one foot on the outside. My left palm is on the very front edge of the reformer. Right hand is long back behind you, keeping the elbow still. You're just bending at the elbow joint. Your right wrist is going towards that right shoulder, and then back out. So it's a bicep curl, just in a quadruped position. Abs are tight, back is flat. Slowly pull, slowly release. Actively squeeze that bicep as you pull. We're going to do 2 more here and then add on. Last one. We're going to add that extension. So bicep and then press it straight out in front. Bend it in and slowly resist back. You can always not do the extension and just continue with the bicep curls, or make the springs a little bit lighter. We're just doing 10 of these. So we have 7 more, Exhale, pull and press. My palm is facing towards the ceiling the whole time. We have 3 more. Last one here. And release it slow. Coming forward slightly. I'm sitting back onto my knees, but you can again sit cross-legged. My right palm is up towards the ceiling. You're going to bend and extend out straight. Slowly pull back. If this feels too heavy, like I mentioned on the other side, either drop down a spring or you can grab a 2 or 3 pound dumbbell and just do single arm. Palm is up, bending and pressing. Exhale as you press, resist it back. We're going to do 5 more. 4. Press out, reach 3. 2. And 1. Reach that right arm up overhead towards the ceiling. You're going to take that left hand and stack it on top of the right. Lean the chest forward slightly. You're going to bend at the elbows and then press your arms straight up towards the ceiling. So overhead triceps. You want that slight lean of the chest. Slow as you go back. Full extension on the way up. So the hands are coming towards the very back of your head, almost towards the base of your neck, maybe not as low. We have 5 more. All the way up, 4. 3. 2. And 1. Open that arm out to the side. We're going to hang up that strap. I'm going to reach down and grab onto the other strap and hang it up. We're going to go into a little bit mid-back series, working a little bit more arms and some abs. I'm also going to reach down, grab my pillow. You can bring your headrest up if you like your head in that position. I'm going to change my string to 1 single red, but if you want to go heavier, go for a red and a white, a red and a blue. If you're on balance body, it would be a red and a yellow, a red and blue. So laying down onto your rack, grabbing your straps, put tension in the ropes, so my hands and arms, or hands and shoulders in the same alignment, bring those legs up into tabletop. Keeping tension in the ropes now, all I want you to do is straighten those legs out and bend in. Exhale as you press, those arms are staying still. The only thing that is moving is the legs. You're pressing your back down into the reformer. If you need, you can reach the legs up higher. And in. Exhale, press. Warming up the core a little bit more. Let's do 5 more. Reach 4. 3, so keep tension in those ropes, those arms are straight. 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Now you're just going to press the arms down, and then back up. We're going to add those legs in a second. 2. Just want to give the abs a little bit breather. 3. Slow and control, stopping when the hands are in line with the shoulders. Fingertips are reaching long towards the foot bar. Try to bring the hands all the way, almost down to the reformer. They're like to a hover. Exhale as you press, tuck the belly button in. Now we're going to add up the head and chest if you want. So lift up, scoop those abs in, get the shoulders high, and then back down. If it bothers your neck to lift the head and chest, then continue just with the arms. Exhale, press down, scoop those abs in. Three more here, then we're going to add those legs. Press those hands down, lift the head and chest. Last one. Now we're going to add the head, chest, and legs. Hold, pull it in, and resist. Again, you can leave the head and chest down and just do the legs. Or you can lift the head and chest up and not do the legs. Whatever feels good for you, just make sure you're pressing your back down into the reformer, protecting the back. Let's do 5 more. Last 3. 2. Last one, hold it out there, little crosses, 10, 9 with those legs, 8, fingertips long, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend the knees in, reach those arms up. Let's take a little breather, place your feet down, little rock side to side. Stretch out the hip flexors and the back. Let's bring those arms back up towards the ceiling. Legs back into tabletop. This time, as you press those hands down, you're going to do a little tiny pelvic tilt and bring those arms back up to the ceiling. Press those hands down, use the lower abs to tuck and down. So it should be a fluid motion. You're just lifting that tailbone up slightly, almost like in rolling like a ball, where you're just rolling back and then back to neutral. Press those hands down, little tuck, and back up. Hands stop at shoulder height. Tuck under. Keep going here. We're going to do 5 more. Exhale, press. Scoop through those lower abs. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. Hold those arms down. Now, little tucks of the pelvis only for 10. 9. Tuck under 8. Very small. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, tuck under 2, and 1. Hold those legs back in tabletop. You're going to separate the legs slightly. You're going to bring that left arm out to the side so it's in a T. The right arm is straight up towards the ceiling. Now you're just going to press down. My right hand is going between my legs. Left hand is going back out to the side. And just stay on this side. So left hand pulls, right hand pulls, resist back up. Press down. Slow. So you have a little L shape with those arms. Exhale, press and pull. Remember not to have that left hand lower than the reformer. Now if you want, as you press down, you can lift the head and chest up. Work that left oblique a little bit more. Exhale, press Opposite pull lift. Four more. Last one on this side. And release. You're just going to switch. Drop the right hand out to the side, left leg towards the ceiling, creating an L shape with those arms. Just press the left hand to the center of the leg as the right hand comes to the outside of the hip, and then back out. So I'm leaving my head down for the first 5. Think about squeezing that right oblique as you press. Now, if you want, press the hands down, lift the head and chest up, squeezing that right oblique a little deeper, and then back out. Again, if you don't want to add the head and chest, then just continue with the arms. Five more here. Last one. Now we're just going to alternate for 10. So drop down 10, over to the other side, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2 more here. And 1, release. Place your feet down, drop the straps into the well. Just bring your knees in towards your chest. I'm just going to circle my knees out and around, so I'm separating them, relaxing the hip joint and inner thighs. And reverse direction to that circle, open out through those hips. I'm going to roll on up. Bring the foot bar all the way up. You can keep on the one red spring, or if you want to go lighter, you go to a blue spring for a single thigh stretch. Right foot is on the floor, left foot up against shoulder rest. Press back into that lunge, pressing that left hip forward, tugging my pelvis. I'm going to take the left hand and reach it up and over to the right side of the body, getting a stretch down the left hip flexor and psoas. Place your hand on the foot bar, straighten the front leg, square up the hips, lean that chest forward slightly. Try to bring that right toe up towards the ceiling. Come all the way in. I'm going to turn and face sideways. The left foot is still up against the shoulder rest, but it's facing forward now. One hand is going to go on the reformer. One hand is going to go on the foot bar. You're just going to press the carriage out as far as you can. So you feel a little stretch in the inner thighs. You can always bring the hand down to here, but be careful. So you almost want to think about pressing that left hip down more. Slowly bring the carriage in. I'm going to hop over to the other side. Left foot goes on the floor, right foot up against the shoulder rest. Bend that left knee, pressing that left hip forward, tucking the pelvis. Take a few breaths here. You're going to reach the right arm up to the ceiling and reach it up and over to the left side of the body, keeping those hips facing forward. So you want to feel a stretch down the right side of the body, the right hip flexor and psoas. Release that right hand. Lean that chest forward, square off the hips. Bring that left toe up towards the ceiling. Feel it stretch down that left hamstring. Come on in. I'm going to face backwards. So both my toes are facing towards my back wall. You're going to press the carriage out. Lean that chest forward. And then press the carriage out. Go as far as you can until you feel a stretch in the inner thigh. I feel it mostly in my right inner thigh. Slowly come on in. And we are all done, guys. I hope you had a great workout, and come join me again next time. And make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and just leave comments if you like the workouts. I will see you guys next time.